to talk about the Magpul Bipod. We're going to talk about the Atlas Cal 2. We could have chosen the V8, we could have chosen the PSR, but I feel like this is one of the best bang for your buck Atlas bipods that you can buy. It has a nice feature set, and I feel like it'll be a really nice Atlas product to go ahead and review. Now, with the Magpul, you're going to save some money, but with that money savings, is that really worth it? Or should you jump up to the Atlas? I can't make that decision for you. There's different benefits of having either one, depending on what style of shooting you do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare both of them, kind of show you what they have to offer, and let you make that decision. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we have the Atlas Cal 2. That stands for cant and lock. This bipod is constructed of 6061 T6 aluminum. It has a Type 3 mil-spec hard coat anodized finish. It also has stainless steel springs and fasteners. As you can see here, we have a wider stance or wider footprint, which is going to raise the apex and make you much more stable than a standard bipod. That's one of the advantages of the Atlas Cal 2. The legs with the Cal 2 are non-rotating legs. The overall finish of the bipod is excellent. It's a very nice even finish. It has nice texturing here on the legs right here. And the bipod feet are very grippy, and they're also easy to change out. I'll show you how to do that right now. You can preload or load the Atlas bipod as well. With the Atlas bipod, you do have several leg positions compared to a standard bipod. Five different height settings. The lowest height setting on the Cal 2 is 4.75 inches. The highest height setting is just a little over 9 inches. The Atlas Cal 2 comes with a pre-tension cant, so the resistance is there already without you having to adjust anything. But if you'd like to lock this thing out rock solid, you do have the KMW pod lock lever. All in all, the Atlas bipod is a very nice bipod. So now let's move on to the Magpul. Here we have the Magpul Bipod. Most people will find the Magpul Bipod to be durable as well as attractive. Magpul has what I would call a standard footprint, although it is a little bit wider than you'll find with a traditional Harris bipod. The polymer legs are good for weather resistance as well as hot and cold temperatures. The Magpul Bipod is made of 6061 T6 aluminum, and it does have stainless steel components as well. Mounting options for the Magpul Bipod are the arms mount, the Picatinny mount, as well as the M-LOK mount. The Magpul bipod comes with two positions, 0 degrees straight out and 90 degrees. The Magpul bipod is also very fast to deploy the legs. There's no need to press any button to get the legs extended. Equally as fast to reach any of the 7 settings extending the bipod leg. To reach any of the 7 settings, take your thumb here. You also have a nice texturing here on the front so you can grip it this way. Bring it down like that. The legs are noticeably different than you'll find on a Harris or even on an Atlas, but they seem strong and they're made of quality parts. Magpul's lowest height setting is 6.3 inches. The Magpul's highest height setting is 10.3 inches. With the Magpul bipod, you will find a little slop or wiggle. To adjust the amount of tension you want on your cant and pan, all you have to do is use this textured knob. 50 degrees of cant and 45 degrees of pan. I'll show you guys how to remove that because I don't like that feature, but if you want it, you can just keep it the way it is from the factory. To eliminate the pan feature, that's a simple process. All you have to do is when you get the bipod, unscrew this, loosen this up. You'll see this move because it already has the pan. So just unscrew that until you can get this bottom clip right here where you see the gap. You want to be able to spin that all the way around. So what we're going to do is keep loosening this. Should be able to, yep, right now. So we're going to spin this around one full turn, just like that. We tighten this back up. just like that. And we have no pan. Magpul bipod feet are really nothing to write home about. They're a little bit slippery when you're on slick surfaces, but you can change them out. For regular maintenance, you will find 2 lubrication points here. In its price range, the Magpul bipod is the best I've used so far. So now let's move on to the pros and cons of the Atlas and the Magpul. The Magpul has a lot of pros. It's lighter, it has a nice polymer design that's attractive and also good in extreme cold and hot temperatures. It does have more cant, it has a pan feature, great tension knob for texture and grip so you can really lock it down when you need it there. It also has faster leg deployment, not only in the height but also getting into position. It has the nice little thumb feature so you can really extend the legs very fast. It's made in the USA. It does use 6061 T6 aluminum and steel. It's just a quality bipod overall. And Magpul, they're pretty much known for having a good warranty. So if you call them up, they may not say lifetime, but they're usually going to hook you up. So let's talk about the cons. So with the cons, it doesn't have quite the stance that you're going to find with the Atlas. It's a little bit narrower, so you're not going to be quite as stable. It doesn't have as many leg positions as well, so you can't get the 45 degrees. And some people don't like that slop, that preload. Just doesn't work out for them. I've heard some people say that. And you also have, the tension knob. Some people don't like that tension knob. Some people want the lever because you're going to get more leverage with that. And some people just don't like that it's polymer. They may not want a polymer bipod. It may look cheap to them. They may want the aluminum. And with the aluminum, that's a higher price. So that's also a con for the Atlas, but we'll talk about that in a moment. That's actually a plus or a pro that I forgot to mention with the Magpul because it's cheaper with the polymer design. So now let's move on to the Atlas. The Atlas has a wider stance. So that means the footprint is wider. It's going to have a higher apex. That's going to make you more stable. It also has more leg positions, the 45 degrees and all those that we had talked about. It has a pre-tension cant and a locking feature which almost makes it rock solid to where it just won't move at all. It has nice interchangeable feet and just quality bipod feet, unlike the Magpul. The quality parts are pretty much unmatched. It just looks really nice. It has a great finish to it. It has really strong legs, the tight lockup, very short height. So if you want to get down to 4.75, you could really get down low, which is going to make you more stable. It's got a great warranty and it's made in the USA. So really there's a lot of pros. Now let's talk about the cons. The number one con is probably the price. You're going to pay probably twice as much, if not more, for a bipod made by Atlas. It's a little bit slower to extend the legs in height and position. And the finish is a little more prone to nicks and things like that. But most of these cons are just minor cons. When you're talking about Atlas bipods, there's very few things to complain about. So with all that being said, which one would I pick? The easy answer is both. I have both and I don't feel lacking just because this is $100 less. The Magpul is still a very nice bipod. But really the question is for you guys, which one would you pick? Drop a comment below and tell me which one and why. I would probably give the edge to the Atlas as far as build quality and the stance being wider. I mean, after all, that's what a bipod's for, to make you more stable. But it really comes down to you once again. So guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.